Greetings to each and every one. Welcome again to another episode, another chapter of the Reggae Planet Radio Showcase, inside the Reggae Planet Spotlight, inside the Reggae Planet Podcast. Today we're talking about UNESCO declares reggae music to be a global treasure. This is a big news flashback to the year 2018. UNESCO declares reggae music to be a global treasure. And do remember that this is the Reggae Planet Radio Showcase brought to you by ReggaePlanetRadio.com. Radio2177. With the voice of the Reggae Planet ambassador, yours truly, Rasta Ruben Kwabena. And today we're talking about a big news story that happened back in 2018. It's a big news flashback, but this one is important to note in history and to note in memory and to celebrate as Jamaicans and as reggae people all over the world. Yes, indeed. UNESCO declares the great reggae music born in Jamaica, the music born in Jamaica. United Nations organization known as UNESCO has declared this music to be a global treasure. Check it out, and that's what we're talking about today on the Reggae Planet Radio Showcase, inside the Reggae Planet Spotlight, inside the Reggae Planet Podcast. Now, this is a big news flashback. We're going back to November 2018. Do remember also that as of November 2018, reggae music is now officially declared by the United Nations as a global treasure to be promoted, protected, and safeguarded for all generations. Therefore, with this new development, in view of the overall growing power of the African, Caribbean, emerging markets, and international music scene, this is indeed a great time to celebrate for all reggae music fans and lovers all around the world. Reggae music is to be protected by the UN after being declared a global cultural treasure. UNESCO has declared that reggae music must be safeguarded. Reggae music is now recently added to a list of international cultural treasures which the United Nations has deemed worthy of protecting and promoting. This is a historic day. We are very, very happy, said Jamaican's cultural minister. This UN declaration of reggae, the declaration of reggae as a cultural treasure, underscores the importance of our culture and our music, whose theme and message is one love, togetherness and peace. Reggae message gives voice to the people of the world, no matter where one was born. People all around the world have been encouraged and strengthened through its message of peace, love, and unity, which is fit for every occasion. The reggae social message of expressing the power of one love and international unity to overcome the struggles of hard times have connected people of all races, of all classes and religions from every part of the world. Therefore, UNESCO has declared reggae the Jamaican music that spread across the world with its call for social justice, peace, and love. This great reggae music is now declared to be a global treasure that must be safeguarded. From the neighborhoods of Kingston, Jamaica, reggae in the 1960s and 70s reflected hard times and struggle, but the music also includes joyous dance music and classic reggae lovers rock, classic reggae ballads with its distinctive sunshine beat. Its most famous songwriter and performer is the great Robert Nesta Marley. He became a global superstar with hits like One Love, No Woman No Cry, and Get Up Stand Up. Other notable greats include the great Jimmy Cliff and the great Toots and the Maytals and the great Peter Touch and the great Bunny Wailer. Big ups also to the great Third World Reggae Band and to the great David Hines and Steel Pulse. Yes, indeed, and the great Burning Spear and Culture. There is so many to mention from the great reggae music arena. And they say that several pop rock artist bands such as The Clash and UB40 from England also incorporated the reggae beat and its politics. The great reggae music caught on from Jamaica to Britain to Brazil to Africa and all across the world. Reggae music now joins a list of UNESCO's collection of intangible cultural heritage, which includes more than 300 other cultural traditions from around the world. Do remember, great African musicians also played their part in the great reggae music revolution. Great African singer-songwriters, reggae recording and performing artists, such as the great Lucky Dube from South Africa, Deacon Jeff Foley and Alpha Blondy from the Ivory Coast, rising up from Africa, and many more great singer-songwriters in reggae music from Jamaica and Africa. Reggae music is rising up all around the world. Big respect going out to all the great reggae music legends. Big up. Barris Hammond and the reggae messenger Luciano, Capleton, Bush, Banton and Sizzler. Yes, indeed. So we've got to celebrate this great news flashback. This is a great Reggae Planet news flashback. We're talking about the year of 2018, November 2018. Big date in a reggae music history, mystery and prophecy and living reality. Yes, indeed, reggae has contributed to the international issues of justice and to the issues of resistance, love, and humanity. Reggae music also contributes to the social and the political and the sensual and the spiritual upliftment of all humanity. Give thanks and praises. Big respect going out to all reggae music singers and players of instruments. Also maximum respect going out to the I3s, the great legendary queens of reggae, Marcia Griffiths, Judy Mowat, and Rita Marley. Big ups going out also to JC Lodge and Queen Ifrica. Yes, indeed, and Queen Omega and Janine. Big honors and majesty going out to all the queens of reggae. The great reggae music was born in Jamaica, and it reached the four corners of the earth, all across the islands of the Caribbean to Africa and all around the world. And it has inspired all peoples from all nations, in all generations. In the movement of Rastafari culture, Haile Selassie power. The Rastaman vibrations is positive. The great reggae music is here, there, and everywhere. From Jamaica to Africa to South America, all the way to New Zealand and Australia, to India, to China, to Japan, all around the world, all the way to Canada and America, to the United Kingdom of England, and all across Europe. The great reggae music is rising up here, there, and everywhere. Inspiring all generations, reaching out to all nations. Equal rights and justice stands for one and all. Jah Kingdom standing tall. Big up to the reggae from Jamaica, big up to the reggae from Africa. All around the world. Yes, indeed. As we continue inside the move. So this is worth celebrating. This is worth noting. And today on the Reggae Planet Radio Showcase, we thought that it would be wise and prudent to take some time right now to remember this moment within the Great Reggae Planet News Flashback 2018. In the News Flashback, we're talking about November 2018. The United Nations organization known as UNESCO has declared reggae music officially as a global treasure to be promoted, protected, and safeguarded for all generations and all times. We give thanks and praises. Big respect going out to the Jamaican Cultural Minister, Yes, indeed. One love, togetherness, and peace. Yes, indeed. We give thanks and praises for this uplifting news. And we just want all the fans and listeners to know that, we're continuing the celebration of this announcement. And that's why we're doing such a flashback, to let all the people know what is going on in this great reggae music, history, mystery, and prophecy, and big legacy. As you can see, the great reggae music achieved a great monumental moment when the reggae music was declared as a global treasure by UNESCO Organization of the United Nations. The great reggae music has achieved a lot of good things in music, arts, and culture and fashion. Reggae music also stands up for African liberation and stands up for equal rights and justice, nationally in Jamaica and internationally, throughout the Caribbean islands, to Africa and all around the world. Reggae music started out in Jamaica, and it has influenced the whole wide world. And it has spawned many offspring in music too. Out of reggae comes dancehall, out of reggae comes rub-a-dub. Big ups to the new dancehall queens of reggae. And big ups to the new generation reggae stars on the rise. Out of reggae comes dancehall and hip-hop rap. And reggaeton and dub. And all forms of dub and drum and bass. All of them is variation of the dubbing of the roots rock reggae. The roots rock reggae is the foundation. Yes, indeed. This is the story of the great Jamaican ska, reggae, and dancehall music. Powerful, inspirational, motivational, spiritual, churchical, and political, uplifting, international and universal, natural, mystical, higher heights, higher heights, ganja meditational, Rastaman vibrations, Rasta woman inspiration, daughters of Mount Zion, children of the kingdom of Jarastafari culture, Hail Selassie power, children of the kingdom of Zion, children of the Rasta man, children of the Rasta woman, the great reggae musical vibrations from the great land of Jamaican land. Jamaican ska, reggae, and dancehall music. Big things going on. Big respect going out to the UNESCO organization for declaring reggae music a global treasure to be safeguarded and protected for all times. Once again, we'd like to say thank you for tuning in to the Reggae Planet Radio Showcase, brought to you by ReggaePlanetRadio.com. Inside Reggae Planet Spotlight, inside the Reggae Planet Podcast. And this is the Reggae Planet Ambassador Worldwide, saying thank you today for tuning in as we celebrate this big news flashback going back to November 2018, celebrating the official declaration by the United Nations that reggae music is now to be fully recognized globally as a global treasure, to be protected and safeguarded and promoted for all generations and all times, forever and to all generations. Big respect going out to the great Jamaican singers and musicians and players of instruments. So many greatness. This is a big achievement. This is a big achievement for Jamaica. And in 2019, it was declared the year of return to Africa by the African president of Ghana. And a lot of African descendants went home to Ghana in that year. And after that time, the COVID pandemic was threatening to stand in the way of our progress. But we won't let it defeat us. We will rise again and we will shine. Now is the time of repatriation. Now is the time of restoration. Now is the time of reparation. Now is the time of resurrection. And this is a Reggae Planet Total Recall. Reggae Planet News Flashback. Big things in reggae music history, mystery, prophecy, and living reality. Thank you for tuning in to the Reggae Planet Radio Showcase. Brought to you by ReggaePlanetRadio.com. Radio 2177.